You think you are in control of your own thought. You feel that you are thinking, you are very clever. If you have a problem, you can sit down and think. Are you in control of your mind? Mind means thoughts and emotions and also feelings. Are you a victim of thought, or are you the master of thought? Are you having compulsive thought or free thought? If you are master of thought and if you are free, you must be able to sit for 15 minutes without thinking. Now, can you sit without thought even for 1 minute? That means you are not thinking, but thought is enslaving you. Thought is having the upper hand. So, what is the difference between compulsive thought and free thought? People don't realize that people are escaping from themselves using thought. You are psychologically running away from your own self, and meditation is the process of returning to yourself. And when you look at yourself squarely, thought disappears and mind disappears, and ultimately the self also disappears, and then there is consciousness. And this is enlightenment. It is as simple as that. So, now how do you begin? You begin by stopping all doing. You start with the physical. So, you sit in a posture where the body is relaxed. You may sit in the cross-legged posture, which gives the signal of non-action. You are not doing anything. And then you come to the mind. We have a method of meditation which we have named hologrative flexitation. There is a reason for not calling this meditation, because the word meditation is a derivative of the word mind. So, the implication is that you are doing something with the mind and meditation. The Indian word dhyan is also related to the word mind. Dhi is mind, yan is movement. So, dhyan is movement of the mind, same as meditation. Therefore, we thought we must give a different name. Also, we find that people generally rigidify, they become tense, they have a lot of suspense and tension when they sit for meditation. So we thought we must give a name. The name itself indicating that you de-rigidify, you become flexible. So, we gave the name hologrative flexitation. Therefore, it is a process of becoming flexible both in body and in mind. mind exists through rigidity of linearity. A linear process is a mechanical process. You want something, you work for it, and you evaluate the result. You have expectations, you await, you look for, you attend. All these things are part of the linear process. So when you become flexible, you let go of the linear mode. You are not doing anything. You don't value any particular result. Is this without choice? No. Choice is always automatic. You always choose what is more pleasant and you avoid what is painful. So choice is automatic, and thought always has a direction. Thought is not evil, thought is something very useful. For example, I am expressing my thoughts. You are understanding what I am saying because you are also thinking. So thought is something which is very useful and helpful. But the problem is with compulsivity. Compulsive thought is thought driven by fear and insecurity. You cannot stop it. That is the problem. So therefore, meditation helps you to differentiate between compulsive thought and free thought. So when you get rid of your root fear and insecurity, you lose compulsivity. You are not dependent on anything and you transcend all needs. So need transcendence is freedom. When you have autonomy and self-sufficiency and you don't depend on any result of what you are apparently doing as meditation, then you are out of the compulsive mode. And then mind becomes an instrument which you use. When you want to use it, you can turn it on, you can think when you have a real problem. But when you don't have any problem, you can shut it off at will, and you are as in deep sleep. You are not in deep sleep, but your mind is in a easy, natural, spontaneous state of freedom. There is no pressure to think. Thought doesn't take you for a ride without your wanting it. And that is the goal of meditation. And our method of meditation is called hologrative flexitation. This is not just a fancy name. It is based on sound research of half a century. We have experimented on hundreds of people. We have studied meditators belonging to different systems, and we arrived at certain conclusions regarding the scientific way in which meditation can be practiced. And then we thought we must have a name to differentiate our method of meditation from the other methods of meditation already prevalent. Therefore, we gave it the name hologrative flexitation. People who are highly stable naturally and spontaneously fall into what we call hologrative flexitation. But people who are highly egoistic and accustomed to putting in lot of effort in whatever they are doing get into the wrong type of meditation. So if you want to practice the easy, natural kind of meditation, which is highly beneficial. You must learn to differentiate between pseudo meditation and real meditation.